Hey, Frosty Fire 10 here, and I am doing a quick review. What are you looking at? A quick review of Far Cry 6 for console. Try and speak loudly, I suppose. There's two good things about the game. One of them, you can slide down hills, and the second one, we're getting to the second one. It might take a little while. So I'll save that when it happens. But yeah, it's a pretty generic Far Cry game by Far Cry standards. Yeah, I thought 5 was average. Its story was, I mean, the bad guy was good, but the story was stupid ass. You just kept getting kidnapped all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere in the forest. Just total garbage in terms of that. I mean, the shovels were nice, throwing shovels was good, but that was just ripped straight out of Far Cry Primal. Because the best part about Far Cry Primal was throwing spears. And just insta-killing mammoths with the spear right between the eyes. Yeah. Oh, and Far Cry Primal was just better. Yeah, so Far Cry 5 average. Far Cry 6 though, it's worse than Far Cry 5, worse than Far Cry 4. It's just so. I mean, they got a good bad guy, but they don't use him. He just disappears. It's not fun to explore the world. I was enjoying trying to find places to slide. Alright, how far? Are we almost there? Okay, we're almost there. Now I'm on a fishing boat. The sky looks nice. I mean, the game doesn't look bad. It looks okay. It's just the combat, I don't know, doesn't feel good. The shooting in that just doesn't feel good. I mean, these guys, bad guys, should be shooting at me. But yeah, here's the number one. Number one, number two. Number two is best thing about this game.
Despite the tragedy, the company promises that its secret
You can take a
resort
boat
park will soon be open to the public.
and just leave.
In other news, war has ended in Yara. President Anton Castillo announced that Clara Garcia, the leader of the terrorist group Libertad, was killed by his special forces.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about the rebels.
Tightens its grip on the globe, the federal government
Don't care about the island. Don't care about the people.
But first, how about something a little more upbeat?
Yeah, so that's one of the best things about the game. You can just leave. There's a heap of DLC. Don't buy any of it. Unless you really love the game. Then I'm very pleased for you, because I didn't love it. All the pets and things, that didn't matter. It's just very generic. Very, very generic, to the point of poor. Not engaging. And the worst thing is I don't care about the rebels. I don't care about them at all. So yeah, I'm 5 out of 10. Maybe 4 out of 10? 5 out of 10. I mean, it still looks nice. But yeah, just... So... It just becomes boring. And not... I just stopped playing it. I reinstalled it to do this review. And then I'll delete it. The online stuff they added was just two-person things, and it's just not good. I tried. It's just not good. Yeah, the weapons are not entertaining. The Supremos, I just don't. Yeah, I don't care. Animals attack you all the time, but it's not. I don't know. I don't feel scared or any sort of thrill. It's not like when the Rhino came out in Far Cry 4 and knocked, the cars over and That was really, that was more full on. I don't know why. It felt better. Or when you're swimming in Far Cry 4 and then the big fish comes and bites you. Or Far Cry 3 when the crocodiles. Crocodiles? Oh, they couldn't even move. You could jump on them. Like Komodo dragons. They were really good. And I don't know, just maybe I'm just sick of Far Cry games. Apathy. But yeah, it's the main. Yeah, back to the main problem. The main character, you can choose who you want to be, boy or girl. It doesn't matter because they're both. You're an orphan, and I know there's orphans out there. I don't want to be offensive, but in a game, you need to be able to buy in, and I can't buy in because you don't feel attached. You don't have family. You don't have stake. You don't have a stake in Yara. In the you don't. You don't have a stake in the island. You don't have a stake in the battle between the rebels and the government. You don't have a side that you don't have like your brothers in the government or your brothers in the rebels or your father's in the government or your mother was a rebel and she died fighting for the cause. I mean, maybe there's some sort of hidden info, but you just no, you're just an outsider and you don't feel ownership over this. So you don't feel. I don't feel, and I don't want to finish the game. I just don't care. I tried. I just don't care. Why would I finish the game? Why would I just? What do we get out of it? What are we? I mean, I don't understand the part where you're negotiating with the rebel leader, and she's like, she knows that things won't get better all of a sudden, and then it takes a long time to fix these things, and you're just turfing one leader and you get another crap one in, but it's still progress. It just takes a long time, but it's like there's no. Why would you agree? I'm just like, just leave. Just get on the boat and leave. And you can get on the boat and leave. So the game knows that's actually the right decision. You just leave. There's no stake. There's no. I don't care about the rebels. I don't like. They're not likable at all. And your little pet dog, but it's because it's got his little pet dog. I just, I've, you know, play a lot of Far Cry games, and this is just. I mean, there's no creative thing as well where you can't create your own missions and do all that sort of online multiplayer stuff. So they took out that part. They took it out in 5. Really? Was it in 4? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't even in 4. But yeah, so I used to do that in Far Cry 2. Make maps, make carnage battles between like whole groups of animals and do all that sort of stuff. But you can't do that anymore. So no Forge type creator mode. They could have just scrapped one of the islands and just done that instead. I don't know what they're thinking, Ubisoft. Ubisoft? Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. They just make lifeless, soulless games like Watch Dogs Legion. There's no, I don't care. They can't make narratives that are strong, so they give you a little agency, but it actually hurts the game. It's you just needed to have a stake. You just needed to have an in of you had need to have a burning desire for revenge, a real burning desire. Because you were really wrong. Not you one friend you knew for 2 seconds is dead and then somehow you're going to fight. It's just like, ugh, I just didn't care. I hope you did care. And you did enjoy it. I just didn't. It's my feelings, disappointment, and just apathy. Just don't care. Sorry for such a negative review. It can happen. I'm usually very forgiving. So 5 out of 10. 4 or 5 out of 10. Yeah, 5 out of 10. I'm very kind. Yeah, so that's the good, solid game, but not a great game. Not a good. It's just average, lifeless, soulless, boring. And you're supposed to be blowing stuff up and shooting people and things, and it's just It doesn't feel satisfying, the gunplay. I don't know, Far Cry 3 did a really good job of it, the gunplay. And Far Cry 4, that was still maintaining Far Cry 3. Far Cry 5, I know it was a bit more fluid than this. I feel like it was a bit better than this. I feel like they got worse. It's just the nature of the weapons and the sights and things. I felt like, because you were in America, you had better sights, better guns. But then even said the story was so stupid. Just so many times you get kidnapped. The plot devices were poor. But this one, I just don't care. Alright then. I don't want to be too long. If you see the game on sale, yeah, don't buy it. Yeah. I can't recommend anyone buy this game. All the DLC or any of that Ubisoft crap. Yeah. It's pretty sad. Alright then. Oh, sliding's good. Watch my sliding videos, please. Slide on! Um, yeah, that's about it, really. I'm gonna exit and uninstall the game. Peace and chicken grease. See you next time. It's been Frosty Fire 10 and a quick Far Cry 6 review. Ciao!